saw this or didn't see it. I just happened to catch a clip of it. Like most people see things these days, they catch clips of everything, and they'll never like catch a whole video or a whole podcast. We just see the clips. This was on Van Lathan's podcast, I believe, and I can't remember the guy's name. The guy's a popular music act. Now I don't know what the fuck he's saying, to be honest with you. Anyway, he asked Van Lathan, do you suck toes? And Van's response was, he took like a beat to think about it for a second. Very short, brief moment. And then answered like very smoothly, I don't like to waste any part of a woman. And of course the guy responded, I know that's right. Now, when I saw this, I was jealous. I'm gonna be honest with you. I was jealous. I was jealous that I've never been asked a question such as that. Like it doesn't have to be toast. So it can be anything. It could be, and I answered that way. Like that's a fire response. That is a fire. Like I don't like to waste any part of a woman. That is a fire response. All right. I loved every bit of it. It doesn't matter. The thing of it is, there's a couple initial thoughts first. First, your mind goes to what I suck toes. Now, I am not gonna lie and sit here and say I don't like attractive feet. I think a lot of men like attractive feet. They don't have to be the prettiest feet on the, they can be just feet, but as long as they're attractive, well kept, the petty's been done, nice color and all that kind of shit. Saying that I do appreciate a black woman's feet. Okay. Saying that, I've never sucked on toes. Okay, which is odd for as much as I feel like I do appreciate a black woman's feet. And you notice I keep saying black woman. Not that there aren't pretty white feet out there. It's like I prefer it be a black woman. Come on now. But I never sucked on toes. Never sucked on toes. I've kissed feet before. When they up around your shoulders, they right there. Bam, you give them a little kiss, give them a little something, That was my first thought. My second thought was, that is a cool response. That's a fire response, actually. That's a fire response. If only I could believe it was true. That's a great podcast response in general. All right, and that's a great response at all. But I mean, men say a lot of things. We will say a lot of things. Every part of the woman, he doesn't waste any of it, and maybe he doesn't. Maybe he's fine with all of it. And I'm not saying I wouldn't be fine with a lot of parts of one. The majority of a woman, I am fine with the parts of it. But also you gotta wonder, is he just putting on for the podcast? Is he just putting on? But that got me to thinking. About not wasting any part of the woman. And my mind, my overthinking ass mind, my romanticized mind, my poet mind, I started thinking deeper into it, and deeper and deeper, pulling back the layers of just the physical. Okay, started thinking about myself, and that statement. I don't like to waste any part of a woman. And what I came up with is, I think it's just very shallow to what we're talking about. The parts of a woman we're talking about is just the physical. I'm talking about. I definitely would prefer. I would prefer not to waste any part of a woman when it comes to the emotional, the mental, and the physical, all of it. Right. What I mean by that is, like, I want to know about your traumas. I want to know about your fears. I want to know. I want to know what hurt you, what doesn't hurt you, what makes you feel good, makes you feel comfortable. What the things that make you feel safe. All these things, like I want to know all those things because then I feel like then we both are in a safe space because I want to make sure that there's nothing that you would feel you couldn't share with me, mentally, emotionally, any kind of way. And that would make me feel comfortable. Like, I wouldn't feel that there would be no judgment between us. And so like that's like when I think about not wasting the part, like I mean any of it, not just the physical. I mean, obviously their context was the physical, but I took it even further. But some people do. Some like thing is like I feel like some men don't want to go that deep with it, right? Like they don't want to know about your traumas and your fears, and be that deeply involved in what's going on with you. They'd rather keep it shallow. Just keep it surface level. It's easier that way, and it absolutely is absolutely easier that way. But don't like. I feel like if you really care about the person, like you want to know all of it, the good, the bad, and the ugly, and however you to navigate through those things and you respond to it. Here's the thing about men also. When we hit, men are fixers, and I know myself. I've suffered in the past, and it's something I've had to realize over time. But men are fixers. Like if a female tells us something that bothers her, it might not specifically be about the relationship, but just in general, something that bothers her, or she's feeling down, she's in a funk, whatever it may be. Our first thought is, "Oh, how do I fix this?" And you start wanting to say things to her, like positive affirmations, or the pick her up, and in the end, everyone knows goddamn well those things. Especially if you're in a depression or something like that, that's not going to help. That doesn't change that. But I think it's a default for a lot of men is to be a fixer, and because it seems so simple to us to okay, if you feel this way, let's do something or say something or whatever to make you feel better. But that's kind of the way it goes. I do. I was about to say women are more complex emotionally than men, but I don't know if that's true. I just think men don't share their emotions as well or as much as women. So I won't say that. I think that's kind of taking a step out on the ledge I don't want to do. I think both sexes are very complex. It's just we kind of hold our shit in. But in the end, you just want to being there and listening. Just taking it all in, letting her know that it's okay, and to just dump it all on you, and just be there whatever she may need, because it ain't fixing. At that moment, it's not fixing. See, not wasting any of the physical. That's the positive and entertaining and fun part of a relationship, but not wasting any of the rest of it. Like that's the part that's not always so fun, but it's necessary. It's also one of the things that got to be earned. right? You got to earn passage through those chambers of a person. But I do agree. We can't waste any part of a woman, and no matter what part of her we're talking about, right? All right, this is the JC Weekly Podcast, episode 26. I don't know if I just don't feel like doing the what are they called? I don't feel like doing socials tonight, so I'm not. Look at my name. You'll see me somewhere. So I got into this. It's not even a new show on Netflix. It's on its second season, but I just happened to decide to watch it. Called The Four Seasons. Apparently it's after an old Alan Alda film from 1981. And this is really not pertinent to what I'm going to talk about, but I like to give a little context. It's about old friends, 3 couples. They get together every season for a vacation. Every season. And so we just kind of follow them as they go through their issues in life and what happens and so on and so forth. Things happen. So far, it's got Coleman Domingo in it. He's great. We know who he is. But so far, I'm on my second season now, and I'm probably halfway through the second season. It's been really good. I really enjoyed it. But something was said in one of the episodes that I found interesting. And the episode was kind of centering around, there's a gnat flying around my face right now, and it is annoying the fucking shit out of me. So if you see me smack at something, that's what. There's a single gnat that's been here. That's just anyway. Coleman Domingo's character. They were talking about how one of the couples that who have been married for a long time feel like they don't have anything in common, and it's kind of they don't do well when it's just them because they don't have anything in common. Kind of causing a rift, kind of causing a problem. Coleman Domingo's character said no couples have anything in common. That's only when you're dating or early on, because everyone's agreeing on what to do and whatnot, because everyone just wants to have sex. I thought that was interesting. Firstly, it is a very broad stroke. That is a very broad stroke, and it's very generalized. Obviously, there are plenty of couples. I would argue probably most of them that have something in common. But for the ones that don't, or don't have a lot in common, have things that they both share. I was like, you know what? That's kind of true. Because early on, everyone's just putting their best foot forward for the other person. And sometimes you're agreeing to shit that you usually wouldn't do, or agreeing to do things or get involved in things, or because you're trying to impress. Not to have sex. I'm kind of sliding that part to the side. Kind of sliding that part to the side. Just because you like that person, you want to spend more time with them, so you're gonna hey, you like pottery? Hey, I love pottery. I'd love to do some pottery, stuff like that. And I was like, you know what? That might be. I have a lot of truth to it. Because I mean, even when you're young, especially, you're gonna act like you it's in every TV show. in the world that's ever happened that had a romance get together. Like the man or the boy, whatever, will act like they like something that the girl likes just to get her attention. But after you've gotten together, you've been together a while, and those things start to fade away, and you realize like, oh, I don't need to put on this act anymore. That's really not my thing. You stop doing things together. Like, is that detrimental to the relationship? Like, do people like actually, as they get older or get older in years together, like not having things together that they have in common? To be honest, I don't know if I truly feel like you need to have a lot in common to work or to be together. It helps. It definitely helps. I think you can exist together without not having a lot in common, or just a one thing or two things. But I think the people aren't a lot of times aren't together because they have a lot in common. They are together because they enjoy each other's company, no matter what that company might entail, or you love their personality or the way they laugh, or obviously the physical aspect of it. But either way, you're there with them, not on the basis of their hobbies, and they align with yours. Obviously, that helps, and it's going to make things a lot easier when you're both like, I don't know. I play golf. I don't need someone that also plays golf. I play, video games. I haven't in a long time, but still, actually, I've started back. Sidebar, I've started back. It's been like, feels like a fucking year I haven't played a video game. I actually started playing again. Anyway, like, I don't need to be with someone who plays video games. All those things would help in a relationship. I feel like maybe make it a little smoother sometimes, especially like if you're doing a lot of your hobby. And I think that like the beef in the show was like, they kind of at the house and they're like they're not in separate rooms doing separate shit all the time, right? One person maybe another room reading a book, the other's in there watching TV, watching sports or whatever. I think if you don't have all that in common, if you don't have like a lot of things in common, I think you should still able to recognize that within the relationship and realize that and be like, oh, I still enjoy this person no matter what. But also you should be able to, I think you should be able to separate sometimes. And I don't mean like break up. I mean like it's okay for them to go do their thing, you do your thing, and then come back later, whatever. But yeah, the early on thing, like, yeah, we definitely are possibly. Basically, he said both people are lying to each other, and I think I don't know if both people are doing it. Probably at least one, because it's always the guy trying to impress the girl, right? Might be throwing a little fib out there. I don't feel like I would need. I don't need someone that has a lot in common with me, or I don't know if anything. I don't know. It's hard to. I mean, the relationship we got out of, we didn't have a lot in common. I said that really fast, so I don't know if the mic even picked up. The relationship I got out of, that we didn't have a lot in common. And honestly, that might have been that was probably some of a detriment to us a little, but still lasted a long time. But I don't know. People are definitely lying to each other. I don't think I've ever lied about like liking something that someone else liked just because I liked them or wanted to spend more time with them. I think the better action is to be like, be open to try these things. And then if you don't like it, you don't like it. It is what it is. But definitely be open to trying it. Like, if a female's like, hey, you want to go, I don't know. I was going to go to an art museum, but I would definitely go to an art museum. I like art, so that's not a good one. But either way, she just names something that she likes and she wants to go to. I definitely would go do it, to try it out. I'm like, hey, but then I'd also be honest enough to be like, hey, I'm glad you like it, and I can see it's really, important to you, but it's really not my thing. But also, I feel like as couples, we make those sacrifices. Make those sacrifices to when things are not really your thing, but they enjoy it. Especially if you care about the person and you care about their happiness. So yeah, thought it was interesting. I wonder how many couples out there actually can really say oh, we don't have anything in common at all. Like zero in common, but we just enjoy being the company around each other. We just enjoy all of it. Which I guess is kind of all that's left. If you enjoy just being around someone, enjoy talking to them. Even then, wouldn't the talking would probably be kind of tough too, right? Because you would talk, one would want to talk about things they like, other would talk about things they like, But that's kind of like the give and take of a relationship, though, right? All right, I think that's it. It's going to be a short one tonight because I waited until Sunday to do this, and I got to go to sleep. So until next time, this is the JC Weekly Podcast, where you can listen to me on all your listening platforms. See me on YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Until next time, peace.